when I saw the Chiefs and called the game in Germany against Miami, they were pissed because they had just lost to you. And they are not used to losing in division. And they were pissed. They were talking about how practices were rough and they were just ornery because you took care of business against them. What were you able to affect that you think the Niners can mimic in any way, shape, or form?
It's a good question. The uniqueness of that game was, every once in a while you use analytics. And so when teams go on the road prior to Europe, so it doesn't happen a lot. A lot of times you have a home game before you go to Europe. But on the road before London, on the road before Germany, that record prior to the road trip is like 2-14. And why is that? Well, you're going on the road, and then you're going right from there to and so the travel of the next game takes precedent, and the restaurant we're going to be in London. The distractions? We're going on the road, and then we're going to Europe. And I remember talking to our players about, look, here's what the numbers suggest. It's a tough game to play in, and I was a part of that. We went to Carolina before we'd always go play in London, and we lost in Carolina. And so now I want you to flash forward to where they're at now. I think we're seeing a team in Kansas City that's really hot. I think one of the more understated strengths of this postseason has been their defense. I mean, they're playing really good defense. And just think of their journey. They have the Miami game, obviously the cold weather game. On the road to play a real good Buffalo team and a win. On the road to play arguably one of the best teams in our league, Baltimore, and get a win. And on the other side of this, we're seeing a 49er team that's not playing their best right now. I mean,
sure, you can make that case easily.
They at some point in the year were, but beat Green Bay, come back and show enough grit and beat Detroit. So I think from Kyle's perspective, he'll play on that. Like, hey, this is what it looked like. We got to be better than that. We got our best football ahead of us. But I think in Kansas City's case, I think Spags has done a great job. I think defensively a lot was made of what Baltimore didn't do offensively. But if you really paid close attention to that game, the time of possession, I mean, they couldn't get Kansas City's offense off the field that first drive. And so when you have a time of possession tilt that's significant, you're not going to have the rushing attempts. You're not going to have the first downs. And I think you're getting a hot team right now.
So you think Kansas City will take this?
Look, my coaching points when I came on these shows this morning was that you cannot
don't do it. Don't even go in that direction.
Recommend a game or any of that. And then certainly they're a division opponent.
Yeah, right.
And so, but I do think you're seeing a hot team, and then you're seeing a team. Obviously, the people that do it for a living, the Vegas bookmakers, they kind of see this in a much different way, and they're the experts.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.